That makes so much sense.
That makes so much sense.
Wow. Anyway.
Part 5 of my essential series.
Now we're locked in.
For ADHD.
Had to get like everything on the chat. This is where I put my phone, so I can see what y'all niggas be commenting whenever shit be happening. Okay, cool. I'll leave that right there. If I need to go get the charger, I'll get it at some point. Awesome. He's over yonder. And we are back, baby, with Marvel Rivals Ranked. In the background is soon to come Daniel Bear unreleased music. It's the instrumental. Yeah, what's Gucci? Appreciate you. So, today we got some we got a lot of learning to do. So, at this point, or I hope at this point, you would have seen our climb to silver, or at least our arrival at silver and the struggle of getting out of silver. And I've been watching some YouTube videos, some content, keeping up and whatnot, but right now, because I really feel I'm in a really solid position to just go crazy and at least get to, like, I don't know, I feel I can at least get to gold. I'm capable to be a gold player, at least in these style of games. So we're gonna do a YouTube little thing where we're gonna react to some content and digest information. I might take notes, who knows? I might take this seriously enough to take notes in terms of like written notes if I need it. But it's really just trying to just ingrain the information. And then after ingraining the information, the next goal after that would then be obviously applying. So the latter half of this stream is going to be us applying it. We'll see if I stick to the restriction of 4 matches. Don't judge me if I don't, because I don't know, but I could. Anyway, I already got some YouTube videos kind of like pulled up. I just got to get the Google Chrome set up. So let's see. I have the NVIDIA on, which that's for later. Alright, let's check the properties on this guy. Boom. Let's see. We're looking at the behind the scenes right there. Alright. Which, I'm gonna pause that. Cool. Alright. So let's see, we got 15 advanced tips to climb in ranked. Marvel Rivals 12 tips every player should know to rank up. You know what? We want to support. This dude just dropped 2 weeks ago. Let's get some views. So.
This is Artlist.io.
Alright.
A platform built to empower.
Hola, fool, it's Papi Diego. And today, guys, we'll be looking at 15 advanced tips so you guys can win more of your ranked games. So get ready for something long.
I just realized where he has his thing is so solid. What's it called? Webcam. Just inspired me to change this guy. Because I realized when playing Marvel Rivals, you wouldn't know where the... Dang it, but then now reacting to this, you wouldn't be able to see it. Okay. Okay. Mental note to self. We're going to bring that back up. I have a good feeling if I do that, I'm going to do it, even though I don't know. Okay. Back to this.
Long and lengthy, because here at the Papi Diego channel, we do long-form educational content with no bullshit. So do your best queso impression and grab some food, or you can play me in the background while you go do some other stuff, because you're about to get hit with some knowledge. And by the way, if you want to enter my second Battle Pass giveaway, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Now the first tip we're going over today, which is a big one for this season, and that is breaking enemy utility. Now what I'm talking about here is I'm talking about unks, Loki clones, Loki lamps.
Alright, let's run that back.
These are 3 here.
We're gonna have to run that back because my brain didn't process is
today,
that?
which is a big one for this season, and that is breaking enemy utility. Now, what
Okay.
I'm talking about here is I'm talking about Unks, Loki clones, Loki lamps, to even name more squids. These are 3
Valid.
heroes that got buffed this season, so you'll see them significantly in ranked. It
I
is
have.
part of your responsibility. If you see these things, you shoot them. Some players tend to get caught up in the, oh, it's not my job to shoot them, so I'm not going to shoot them. But if you have the opportunity to shoot them, please shoot them. Especially if you have multiple enemy heroes that all have these pieces of utility, so it's going to take a team effort to get rid of them. And the easiest way to take them out is actually if you play more of Moon Knight. Moon Knight is especially good at these because of his primary fire being able to bounce off of these pieces of utility. So you can effectively use this utility to your advantage. So if the enemy team is going Namor or Loki, if not both, you can switch to Moon Knight knowing that you will have basically free unks on the floor due to Loki lamps, Loki clones, or Namor squids. If you see one of these heroes as a Moon Knight main, you should be salivating at the lips when you see them. It's literally free damage for you, and you're helping your team so much by taking these things out. This is the season where these heroes are thriving, so make sure you take out these pieces of utility. Now, another thing that is thriving in this season, just like from last season, are team-ups. Specifically, the Hulk and Iron Man combo. This combo
I've heard.
did not get touched at all in the patch notes, so if you're a person that wants to rank up fast and easy this season, you have to use these team-up abilities to abuse. You can either be a person that doesn't want to fit in with the crowd and just get absolutely rolled by these team-ups, or you can use these team-ups to win you more games. And sometimes the team-ups alone will win people games, and it feels almost unfair, but that's just the way it goes. Team-ups are not just little extra abilities that you get for your team. With some heroes, yes, for example, Spider-Man, it's literally just an extra ability, but with the Storm and Thor team-up, or the Hulk and Iron Man team-up, these are team-ups that will literally change the tide of a game. Even if your team might play well, you could still get completely rolled by Iron Man. And that's how the meta works for Marvel Rivals. It's a little bit different than Overwatch or other hero shooters where it's just the heroes that are meta. You have to also take in consideration of team-ups that are also meta. This is something we've never had to deal before in any other game, but in Marvel Rivals, sometimes the meta team-ups are better than the meta heroes. And
Okay, so sometimes the meta team-ups are better than the meta heroes. We're going to commit that to memory for sure, because that just resonates for whatever reason.
sometimes these team-ups are so powerful, you don't really have to be an expert at the hero. The Iron Man team-up is so busted, you don't have to be an insane Iron Man to abuse it. You could be a mediocre Iron Man as long as you're in gold, silver, or bronze. People won't really shoot at you very much. So feel free to try out these team-ups with your teammates, because this is where the Marvel Rivals metas are going to be based upon. Speaking about meta heroes, or which heroes are dominating your lobbies, that brings me to my next tip, which is enemy counters. There's gonna be times where you get completely rolled by a Psylocke, Iron Man, and you're gonna have to swallow your own pride and understand that whatever hero you're currently playing on isn't working. So if you
Fair.
have an enemy Iron
Which has happened. Fun fact, since last stream, not only have we moved from Invisible Woman and Mantis, but we have acquired Squirrel Girl. We've acquired Thor. And mind you, Thor much more so than Squirrel Girl. And let's see, Squirrel Girl, Thor, Punisher, but I think everybody, okay, maybe not everybody, but most people can kind of rock. I think we can. Maybe that's disrespectful. I'll hold it back. Punisher, and I would like to acquire the skill set of Iron Fist. Become what I hate, if you will. Except Jeff. I don't think, out of spite to Jeff, I would never learn Jeff. But yeah.
Man going absolutely crazy, you're gonna have to make a switch over to hit scan heroes, primarily Hela, Punisher, or even Star-Lord. These are all hit scan characters that can easily deal with these Iron Men, or at least give them a little bit more run for their money. Now the fourth tip we're gonna go over today is insta-locking is not the problem. Now before you cast your stones and pitchforks at me, insta-locking and staying locked when you are playing absolutely horrible is an absolute no-no. But insta-logging at the very beginning with a hero you are absolutely comfortable with and who you know you're going to perform very well on, that is not a problem. You should be insta-locking at the beginning of every single game, and if you need to switch to get an extra tank or an extra healer, then that's totally fine. For example, I play Psylocke a lot this season, so I have been insta-logging her every single game because me playing her gives us the highest chances of me popping off and carrying the game. But I do understand that there's going to be games where I completely underperform. So in these games where I'm not playing my best, I will switch off to another duelist. For example, if I go 0-3 at the beginning of the game, I switch to a different duelist. If
I will say, our and for those watching on YouTube or not around for the streams, there was a season before our first Marvel Rivals video where I was just grinding out bronze going into silver, and one of the main things, even during Quicklay before we even got to ranked, was getting above 8,000 heals and below 3 deaths with arguably 35% accuracy kind of range, right? Which, as we gotten higher in rank and learning more, the stats kind of don't matter. Well, at least most of the stats don't matter. The one that's kind of the most crucial indicator of skill is typically the death stat. So we kind of lucked out in giving ourselves that kind of limitation, because now, even though it's not like we're staying under 3, but now I have like this intuitive understanding that by 3 deaths, if that happens like really quickly or in a certain point in the match, something's got to change, which is very cool to be validated by that, because this man thinks the same. So, interesting.
I do better on that hero, but I'm not exactly carrying the team to make us win, I will then admit on the microphone, hey, somebody switch with me, I'll play tank or support. Usually during these games, my entire team isn't doing well, so I'll go to the tank with the worst KD and I'll tell him to switch with me on DPS. I can easily carry games on Doctor Strange, so I will try to use that role instead. But then sometimes we still lose. Will I get flamed at the end of the game that I went 0-3 at the very beginning? Probably. But at least I tried to switch heroes, and if that didn't work, I switched roles. That is something that 90% of players will not do. If they go 0-7 on Wolverine, a lot of people will just stay on that Wolverine until the entire game loses. So even if somebody flames you, that's literally just them being very delusional. You tried everything to make it work, it just wasn't your game, and it wasn't your team's game. So make sure you go ahead and learn multiple heroes, and that actually brings us to our next point. And that is learning 2 heroes per role. Now you're going to have a primary role that you're going to be the best at. Let's say, for example, your primary role is tank. You're an insane Doctor Strange main and you're an insane Magneto main. But there's...
Which, for the record, it's Papi Diego. Let's subscribe. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'm not going to comment because I'm not just like a commenting guy like that unless like I really feel like I need to comment, but show some love.
There's going to be times where you're not going to be able to play tank, so you want to at least be decent at 2 other heroes in another role. And if you're an insane Vanguard, you can easily become a very good duelist. If you have fairly good mechanics and good aim, then you would be very good on Punisher, Hela, Hawkeye. These are heroes that are very easy for anybody to pick up. You can easily learn these heroes by playing the new Doom match, which is basically a free-for-all that you can easily get a lot of reps in. I personally play this game mode to warm up for my games, but you can use this game mode to learn other heroes. Now the 6th tip that I have for you guys is the 3 support meta. With the addition of Invisible Woman this season, there are 4 ults in this game that will literally carry a team fight with the press of a button. All of these ultimates can give your entire team basically immortality for a couple of seconds. Luna Snow being the longest one at 12 whole seconds. And if you have 3 of these supports, you will have basically an entire minute of sustain that will keep your team alive for an entire minute, which is absolutely disgusting. This isn't the most honorable, in my opinion, or the most fun way to play the game, but it is part of the game, so you can abuse it. I don't really see this strategy being used so much yet, but when it does happen, it is an absolute nightmare to deal with, and really the only way to counter it, it's either to go 3 duelists, or you yourself can go 3 supports as well. This usually ends up evening the odds, and gives you a much better fighting chance to winning the game. So feel free to try this out with your friends, and if you see this in your games, make sure you also copy them or you just go 3 duelists. Now the 7th tip that I have for you guys is forcing ultimates. If you've watched some of my recent guides, I have mentioned that you have to keep a mental note on when the enemy ultimates are used. Keeping this mental note on
This is arguably the hardest part for me, but we're going to figure it out somehow.
when the enemy support ultimates are being used, this is absolutely essential in Marvel Rivals because the support ultimates are absolutely game winning. Not only do you have to keep a mental note on these support ults, but you have to also force these ultimates out of them. And the best way to force these ultimates out of a Luna Snow or a Cloak and Dagger is you have to pressure them by using flank heroes. Because I play a whole lot of Psylocke, there's a lot of times where I force these Luna Snows to ult too early. Because I get them low HP, they end up using their ultimates a lot earlier than they want to. This brings a lot of value to my team because maybe they wanted to combine that ultimate with something else, and because I forced it out of her really early, they miss an opportunity to combine ultimates. This is a really good strategy for you to do as a duelist because you don't want your ultimate as a duelist to be completely countered by a Luna Snow ult. Speaking of ultimate usage, this brings me to my 8th tip of the video, which is combining ultimates. Now, combining ultimates takes a really big skill for you to pull this off, and that is using your microphone. How else are you going to be able to combine ultimates if you don't use your microphone? Because when Groot stuns them together, you can pull out Armed and Dangerous and literally get a free 4K for your team. How many times have you got hit with an Eye of Avocado and then you just can't do anything, and then you get hit with a Magneto big ball of metal and your entire team just dies? Here's a little bit of a bonus tip for this section, and that is actually staggering your support ultimates. The amount of times that I have seen my Luna Snow and my Cloak and Dagger ultimate at the same exact time, effectively wasting an ultimate. Please, if you are playing support, please call out which ultimate you want to use first, because blowing both support ults at the same time is an absolute waste. Now the 9th tip that I have for you guys is memorizing health packs. This is essential for anyone who plays dive heroes like Black Panther, Psylocke, Spider-Man, because you are so far away from your team most of the time, you have to memorize these health pack locations. So my solution to you is to go into custom game, pull up any map in the game that you don't really know about, and just start walking around in the flank routes, because these are where the health packs are at. The developers of Marvel Rivals gave health packs in these areas specifically for the dive heroes. And a quick positioning tip for you guys, it's kind of like these areas were made for the flank heroes because they gave you these health packs here for a reason. And learning these health pack locations really helps your supports because that's an extra person that your supports don't have to worry about. Whenever I'm playing Psylocke, my supports don't have to worry about me too much because I just know where the health packs are at, which makes their jobs a lot easier. Now the next tip I have for you guys is communication. And if you don't like using the microphone, stay on this part of the video, please. Just let me pitch to you why communication is so important in this game. If there are 2 teams of equal skill level, the team with the most communication will win the game. Almost every lobby that you've seen in Marvel Rivals, the teams are insanely quiet. Why wouldn't you want to get the edge on the enemy team completely for free by just talking into the microphone? It takes no skill to give good callouts. It takes no time to give good callouts.
Well, it takes some skill.
Make the skill gap between you and the enemy team completely for free. Now, the word IGL stands for in-game leader. If you were to be the IGL of your team, you will gain the respect for your entire team that you had the huevos to actually talk to the entire team and make game-winning plays. And you don't have to be some esport coach and give out plays for your team. For example, if you're playing tank, you see a Luna Snow out of position and you want to take her out, you can easily say, hey guys, I'm looking at the Luna. So you can tell your duelist that, hey guys, the Luna is by himself. Let's take him out and focus fire on this Luna. And it is much easier to take out a Luna Snow with multiple heroes aiming at her. And you could even apply this as a duelist, especially if you're playing a flanking duelist. For example, whenever I play Psylocke, I am always always telling my team who exactly I am focusing. If I tell my tanks that I am pushing the enemy backline, this gives my tanks a little bit more courage to push forward, knowing that they're not pushing forward by themselves. And me, as a person who loves playing flank heroes, I feed off of my tank's pressure, which I can play off of this pressure by going after the enemy supports, and this all comes from communication. Now, with a strategist, you can make tons of calls as well. A good placed strategist ultimate can easily win a team fight, so you can tell your entire team, hey guys, I have Cloak and Dagger ult, we can push forward, we can play more aggressive. This will give your team tons of confidence knowing that we have a game-saving ultimate if things go south. If you're on this Wakanda map, I highly suggest to you, when you're using your microphone, to tell your team to go through this specific route on the left side with a staircase, because this is a much easier route to go through instead of that stupid chokehold on the right side doorway, which is literally a Penny Parker's dream when they set up their mines there. While this left side with the stairs literally takes you to point with all the cover in the world and completely for free. You can even take the little bridge and flank around if you're a duelist. And this all comes from a simple call out of, guys, let's take the staircase instead. For example, if we look at this VOD right here, we were about to lose this game and we had only one push left. I told my entire team, let's go on the left side. There is no reason for us to go through the main chokehold. So we did so, and that's what made us win the fight. Now, the last reason why communication is so important, and this is probably the most important part of this, and that is nobody can really flame you or get mad at you when you are the one IGLing the entire time. There's been games where me and my entire team gets completely just smashed. I played horribly, my tank played horribly, everyone just played horribly. But I communicated the entire time, I remained positive the entire time, I always threw new strategies, I switched roles, I switched heroes. By the end of the game, I tried everything that I possibly could to win that game, it just wasn't our game. And maybe by the end of these games, I will get flamed because I wasn't carrying on Psylocke as they wanted me to. But this person has no reason to complain when I was the one making callouts, making strategic plays. I switched my hero, I switched my role. I was the only person literally trying to keep us into the game. And the one time this person wants to actually communicate, it is through a keyboard at the last 5 seconds of the game to complain. So if you were to be an IGL or just be communicative in the entire game, even in your losses, there's no reason for anybody to flame you. Now, the 11th tip that I have for you guys today is knowing when you are countered. Knowing when you are being countered and when you are not playing too well is a blessing in of itself. And with the way how some of these ranked games goes, when my Wolverine is not switching, when he's going 7 and 12, it drives me insane. So please, for the love of everything that is good, if you are being countered, whether if you're playing Iron Man and the enemy team is going Punisher and he's cooking you, or if you're playing Punisher and the enemy Black Panther is absolutely destroying you, you have to take accountability and just understand, like, hey guys, I gotta switch. And after you switch to another hero, if that doesn't work, then that's when you start switching up to a different role. And I'm here to tell you, there's going to be games where you get absolutely rolled, where you just get hard countered and you can't really do much about it. And if you're trying to play a 2+ hour rank session, it's better to save your own mental health for that game, because you have to remember, this whole ranked grind is a marathon, not a sprint. And if you want to play more ranked games tonight, it's not worth the mental stress to constantly force your way out of things. So always be willing to try something new and just try different compositions. And if you're losing really badly in the game, why not lose the game just trying something else? That brings me to my next tip, is that composition doesn't matter. Don't worry so hard on trying to have a 2-2-2 composition. There is no perfect god tier composition. Earlier in this video, I talked about how good a 3 support meta really is, but there has been times, very rarely, where a 3 support meta completely fumbles, whether it's on my team or the enemy team. There's been plenty of times where I've seen a 3 duelist, 1 tank, and 2 support combo. And especially if you're in the lower ranks like gold, silver, bronze, in these ranks, composition most definitely does not matter. Because at these ranks, it's basically the wild, wild west. Everyone just kind of does their own thing. You can easily carry these lower ranked games based off of just your skill alone. So team composition and strategy doesn't come come much in these lower ranked games. There are some strategic compositions out there, but don't worry about them too much, especially if you're in the ranks below platinum. Now, the next tip I have for you guys is much more of a mental one, and that is 30% of your games are going to be unwinnable.
IXL is helping 15 million students succeed in math and language arts. On IXL, your child can stay on track.
If you go into all of your ranked games and you count 10 of them, there's going to be around 2 or 3 of them where you kind of just scratch your head at and just be like, how can you win this game? Whether it was you were going insane in this game and your teammates just weren't pulling their own weight, or you were being completely stomped and it felt like you couldn't do anything. Those are going to be the 30% of your games that just feel impossible to win. And no matter how good you get at this game, as long as you don't have a 6 stack, there's going to be times where you're just going to lose games simply because the odds are just not in your favor. So don't stress so much about those games that just felt unwinnable. It's just part of the process. Those games are going to happen, but by the law of averages, you'll eventually start winning 50% of your game. And in this game, all you need to win is 50% of your games, because you gain more than you lose in this game for the most part. Now, of course, we all want to win a little bit more than that, but the better you get in your skill level, definitely you can get for that 60% to 70% range. Now, this 14th tip that I have for you guys is for my flank heroes out there. How many times have you played Black Panther, Psylocke, Iron Fist, any one of those flank heroes, where you go and you flank the back line and it just seems like the entire enemy team collapses on you, and it's just like every time you dive, you just get absolutely smacked on? That, my friend, is an example of poor timing. Now, what do I mean by timing? There is a specific time where you should dive the enemy backline where you can get the most value out of it. And this small opening of timing comes from the pressure that your tanks are inflicting on the enemy team. You as a flank hero has to take advantage of the pressure from your tank. So every time you have dove the enemy backline and you just got completely smacked on by 3 or more heroes, those heroes were not distracted by your tank. That either means you went too early or too late, or your tank just isn't aggressive enough. Again, this ties back to, communication, as I talked about earlier in this video, where you have to tell your team when you are diving. So whoever's playing tank can know when to be aggressive. Now, with some flank heroes, you don't have to dive full-heartedly. If you're playing more medium-range flank heroes like Star-Lord or Psylocke, you could be on an off angle on the side of the enemy team, just shooting from an angle. This will force enemy utility that could have been used on your team, but instead they're using it on you. For example, if you see an enemy Namor, you can do damage to this Namor, and if you get him to a low enough HP, he will then have to use his shift ability, which is the ability that makes him turn into a big ball in the sky, to then force that enemy utility, which he could have used that on your own teammates. You can even shoot the enemy supports on this off angle, essentially limiting the healing supply to the enemy tanks. What do you think creates more pressure for the enemy tank? You doing damage to them, which they're just gonna get healed up anyway, or depleting their health supply? Obviously, taking away their health supply, aka their healers, will do much better for your team. And you don't have to take out these enemy healers, just you sitting on that off angle and just shooting them, getting them distracted, limiting their healing can still bring tons of value for your team. And now for my final tip for this video is to simply have fun and to make friends. Playing solo queue in Marvel Rivals is absolutely dreadful, and it just isn't worth your mental health to put at risk. So I highly advise you to join my Discord, link in the description, because I have over 1,000 members in there that are in bronze, silver, gold, platinum. And if you're in any of these ranks, you can add these people, make friends, you can join one of my VCs, and you guys can grind rank together with all the communication in the world, which if you watched earlier in this video, communication is so important, and ranked is so much easier to deal with when you're dealing it with friends. Anyways, guys, that concludes this video. If you enjoy long-form educational content like this, please hit that like button and subscribe if you made it to this far into the video. If there's anything you're struggling on, let me know down in the comments and maybe I'll make a video on it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!
Damn, I just realized I low-key stole this nigga's ending without knowing I stole this nigga's ending.
Look at this. Think you can tell what's real anymore?
Yes, you can. AI images are highly contrasted, brother. Relax. Alright. I'll leave that alone. Alright. I'm gonna let the... While we wait to get... I don't know why I did that. I could have just... I spectated the #1 Magneto. Quick Thor tips. Ooh, I'm a
Thor's a
Thor.
really fun tank to play. Here are some quick tips. You can charge Thor's movement dash by holding it down, giving you extra distance. On top of this, if you angle it upwards, you get a little further. This small increase can make the difference between landing your first melee and a push. Thor's ultimate can be easily punished, so finding creative ways to activate it is important. By using the charge dash upwards, you can actually activate his ult. This is a unique way to ult that I have found prevents me from getting killed before it goes off. The final tip is to attack cancel with Thor's hammer when you initially melee a target. This is done by pressing melee and then immediately hammer throw after. After 3 regular hits, you can immediately hammer throw again. With this technique, it only takes 4 hammer swings to kill a full health Luna, and you gain 200 HP from the hammer throws. Without it, it takes 7, and you gain no HP. If you like the Marvel Rivals content, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Thor is a really fun tank.
What's crazy is I learned that on accident because I was just messing around with Thor. So, okay. That means Thor's our main for, like, Vanguard for sure. Because, like, Lord have mercy. Let's see what here. Launching. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. What's taking forever, mate? Don't make me have to restart this client again, brother. Oh, on the bright side, at least I knew that tip already. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Honestly, we're just gonna zag on there. Interesting. Only left producer Brian. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Tony's journey on freaking ranked has been enjoyable to watch. Ooh.
What does your video sound like? Go to artlist.io and get the best music and sound effects for your videos. This is not the real world. This is your creation. The stories you tell, the images you take, and the music you choose. Soundtrack.
I am not here to waste your time reading over the ability screen. Nah, these are more advanced tips and tricks for healers, under the assumption you already have a solid foundation of knowledge about playing support characters. Check this out. Cloak and Dagger has one of the highest pick rates, yet one of the lowest win rates. Even Rocket's win rate is much higher. So what the hell's going on here? Is Cloak a trash hero? Or are the players using this character actually trash themselves? Well, either way, we're gonna fix that with this video. So let's jump right into it. You may already know that Magneto's ultimate is a straight counter to Cloak and Dagger's ult. In those brief moments where Cloak pauses for a second in between dashes, that gives Magneto a great opportunity to target Cloak and blast their cheeks off. Easy money. However, I found a beautiful counter tech that may prevent this. So before activating your ultimate, use your cloaking skill to ascend upwards. Then you perform your ult while flying in the sky. This will lay a path down in the exact same way, but makes it more difficult for Magneto to land his shot. This is not guaranteed to save your life, but it can help. As the invisible shorty, you can use your force push to knock ultimates away, like Doctor Strange, or Scarlet Witch, or Iron Man. You can also use your shield to block ultimates as well. Even if the ultimate deals more than 300 damage, their explosions are only one attack. Her shield might be the most important tool in her kit. Now I'm sure you already know that it slowly regenerates health over time for anybody within 3 meters of it, even yourself. But the thing is, that first 50 health is guaranteed the moment you activate the shield. So if multiple allies are running and jumping along, they will receive 50 health each and every time you pop that shield up. What you can do is combine the shield with your primary heals, which is 80 health. So you combine that 80 with the 50 health from the shield, and that's a swift 130 health combo. Boom. Primary shield, 130 health each time. Everyone keeps giving tips about where you can leave it, and yeah, you can leave it up in a stationary position if it's the perfect spot, like where the bulk of your team can utilize it for healing. However, you really want to be placing it and retracting it. It gives me cancer watching people leave the shield behind. It may not seem important, but it is, because this will help maximize effectiveness.
Duly noted.
Think it's not just about healing, it's also about blocking damage, like a tank shield. Plus, using the shield to block incoming damage will charge your ultimate as well. And you always gotta be thinking about how you can charge your ultimate as fast as possible. Her psionic vortex is great for attacking flying enemies. Iron Man or Storm, you shoot it and explode it in their face, like I did to your grandma last night. I've heard different ways to combo her skills, but I'm fairly certain you should use her psionic vortex first, and then you pull. This way, you drop the vortex and pull the enemy into the center of the vortex that's already active, forcing them to then walk back through the vortex in order to retreat in the direction they need to escape. If you pull first and then vortex, they're going to walk out of it just like 1 second later. So, if you can, you want to drop the vortex and then pull them into it. Loki is great on defense, setting up your clones to hold an objective. Well, this map here in particular has a fantastic spot to place your clones. Up here. Not only do these clones have visibility of the entire battlefield, but also they are so far away that even if the enemy sees them and tries to destroy them, 90% of heroes couldn't reach that far with their attacks, even if they tried. Almost nobody has that long range. Sometimes one of the best places to drop a couple clones is right on the cart. Yes, it's quite obvious to the enemy, but you'll have clear and powerful shots on the entire front lines for healing and attacking. So if you're pushing forwards, preparing for the next fight, you can plop your clones right on the cart. One of the best ultimates in the game is Loki's. However, its main downfall is the copying itself. It can be a real kick in the nuts if you copy the wrong hero, but thankfully I have 2 tips that can help. First, go into settings and turn on double confirmation for God of Mischief. Now when you go to copy, a little icon will show above that hero, allowing you to confirm it before fully copying. This way you won't ever copy the wrong hero again. Tip number 2, when you want to use your ultimate, activate your invisibility. This will allow you to traverse the battlefield safely and really hone in on your target, ensuring you copy the correct hero that you want. However, to be honest, the most optimal situation for you as Loki would be to hang near your fellow support as often as possible. So if you need to activate a support ultimate quickly, your ally healer will be close by, available to steal, like in this clip here. The enemy Storm is activating her ultimate. So thankfully, Loki is right next to his ally Cloak, allowing him to immediately copy Cloak's ultimate. He drops it down, saving the team from the wrath of Storm's lethal cheek-clapping tornado. So as Loki, try to stick by an ally support. Now another tip for Loki's clones, remember his invisibility skill replaces you with another clone. Sometimes I'll use it simply to drop another clone on the field if I need to increase the strength of my shots right now. Like if I need extra healing or extra damage immediately in that moment, you can use your invisibility skill. you must remember how crucial a support ultimate can be for clutching a tense battle. If you know the upcoming fight is extremely important, like it's overtime, you gotta stop them right here and now or you will lose, then you as the support must not die before activating your ultimate, or else your team is screwed. I mean, check out this situation. This invisible woman royally fucked up in my opinion. So here she is, so close to achieving her ultimate, 80-90%. All she needs to do is survive for a few more seconds, but instead, she's dead smack in the center of the fight. Granted, she probably jumped on the cart to evade the wretched squirrel ultimate. But still,
that ultimate is no joke. Alrighty. Speaking of which, though, that is the game. Appreciate you for the education, but now I'm going to do the other half of the education, which is apply it. We are gonna run a Doom match. $30 minutes to get into a Doom match? You're kidding. Alright. I guess we're doing this quick match. Just to get something off the chest real quick. If you are watching this, please like/follow. I'm really trying to build this thing up. Get on the Discord. Do all the things.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I am the God Thunder and the mightiest Avenger.
Let's get it.
I am Asgardian, but I feel a deep kinship with the mortals of Earth.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
On love of things that explode.
I meant excellent footage.
Yeah, I guess.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Asgard returns. And so did you. Ha! I am Thor Odinson, God of Thunder.
Fire mode! My friends are here!
Behold the God of Thunder! I came, I saw, protect Spider Zero as she journeys toward the shrine of the Weaver.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The enemy is here.
Those spiders look way too familiar.
Behold the God of Thunder! I am Thor Odinson, God of Thunder.
Alright. What's crazy is I feel really confident with Thor, but like I gotta really control like my camera because the camera is just it's not great. Alright. Match one.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I am the god of thunder and the mightiest avenger.
Round one.
What was to be a hero.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go get that vehicle to its destination.
The lightning of Asgard returns. What battle can continue without Thor?
seconds left.
Again.
Get that vehicle moving again.
In time.
The lightning of
Down to
Asgard.
30 seconds.
You just follow tank.
Put on a show. Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The lightning of Asgard returns.
They look like they mean business.
Final 10 seconds. That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way. You'll have to keep fighting until we have clear. I'm ready to put on a show.
Good comeback, team.
Score is 3, 2, 0.
Good shit, guys. Good shit.
Good shit.
Including which
Also,
side
good
to
shit in
run.
Viz. See that strats.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I am the god of thunder and the mightiest avenger.
Oof.
Round 2, go!
Is not defined by strength, but by courage.
GG's, yo. Thanks for keeping me alive. Thanks for keeping me alive. You're great.
You're welcome, bro.
Some beautiful shit, man. True. Everyone gets a thumbs up. Everybody gets a thumbs up. Let's see here. 9 deaths, you know, not the best. 12 kills, once again, as a tank. The heals got more than me. But man, oh man. Dude, I blocked some damage, baby. Maybe I was born to be a Vanguard, you know? I don't know. Anyway, first match in, I will say, we applied a lot of the techniques, so we're doing well.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
You're
Guardian against 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I knew you in another time. Wouldn't surprise me. You were greatly and example to all worlds. All right then. Welcome to the Resistance.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
okay. Rocking. flank. We got a flank on our right. By Hook Daddy, you bastard.
I live to fight another day. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. Anger is healthy.
Time to do something.
Chin up.
Hostile forces incoming.
Let's go. Looking in that top left building.
Got one.
A guardian never gives up.
Namor does not lose.
I need assistance.
Behold the god of thunder!
Winter Soldier and then Moon Ring on top. Damn. We could have got that one.
1, 2, 0.
No worries.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference. Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil. I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background. Even when you can't see me, I'll still make you believe. They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
I'm not eager to put another life at risk on the battlefield. I certainly hope so. I'm over to
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vortex field.
Can't be brave without being afraid first.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks. A nice defense. Vortex field. Oh my, how invisible? Force I got you covered.
I'll be ship-shape at some time.
No worries, I got your back. Against the world! Little help. Clearly you needed some help.
Don't get out of line of sight. Don't get out of line of sight. Get back in line of sight. Get back in line of sight. Good shit. Good shit. Sorry for yelling. I just, yeah.
The God of Thunder!
Oh no, I wasted my ult. I'm so sorry. You already popped your ult, Luna. Dang. Oh.
No worries.
Wolverine, I think I can get you if you come back. I can get you if you come back. Nice. Wow. 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 Everybody gets a round of applause for that performance. Wow. Wow. That was so good. Two for two, baby. Not mad at it. Good shit, Devon. Ooh. I love to see it. Let's see what your boy did on this match. Sis, for that. Damage block, pretty high. Healing, not too bad. At above 35. Can't be mad at it. Let me pee while I got the chance.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I am the god of thunder and the mightiest avenger. I am Asgardian, but I feel a deep kinship with the mortal's birth.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Thor, we're gonna need a little Asgardian muscle. A little? I brought a lot! Anyone who makes the night a more dangerous place needs to be taken out.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Claiming this site will ensure our victory. The enemy is here.
There's 2 tanks fucking up this back line.
We should be focusing for it.
The lightning of Asgard returns. Behold the god of thunder!
Oof.
I am Thor Odinson, god of thunder.
Let's try and get a body on point if possible. pressure. Got him. I got him. I got him. Good shit. Moon Knight. Alright, now team, just maintain heals and help us out. As long as...
On me.
I'm gonna bullet their heals the best I can, but I need heals. Fuck, I'm dead. Never mind. Okay. It would seem the raccoon is doing the most heals. No, I'm gonna go off of tank. I don't know if we should be doing 2 tank.
I am the god of thunder and the mightiest avenger.
Okay.
Eat nuts and kill
I'll do DPS. 2 DPS.
squirrels the way I know squirrels. I think you really like them. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready, eat nuts, and kick butt. Do you feel farther from Khonshu now that all this has happened? That sounded a little apocalyptic. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? Don't hold in your emotions. Let them out. I'm not done with this fight yet.
Leave them to Khonshu.
Yeah, I would say ignore them, but it's kind of hard to. Maybe we go full DPS to bully the tanks, so that way, I don't know. I'm just trying to not lose, but...
Your powers are mine! This is real firepower!
Ooh. Yeah. Well, that happens. Let's see. Yeah, everybody had 6 deaths. That's crazy. Okay. One more match. Alright. Could have made it to Silver Rank 1, but we'll have to settle to stay in 2. But let's just try and get it done.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I am the god of thunder and the mightiest avenger. Truly learned what it was to become a
30
hero.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You are the avatar of a divine being, are you not? I'm the Fist of Koch, god of the moon. Ah, of the Aeneid, the Egyptian pantheon. I was never fond of him. Direct, however.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mission area. Got it?
You're on my side. You're next in line to fall.
This is real firepower!
The lightning of Asgard returns. out Thor.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. Let's take a step back.
returns.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
I am the god of thunder and the mightiest avenger. It was on Earth that I truly learned what it was to become a hero.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
You are actually here, right? My next lesson. No. Odinson, god of thunder.
This is gonna hurt.
I am Thor Odinson, god of thunder.
Better stop that vehicle.
Even your riches are not eternal. Judge, jury, executioner! I am Thor Odinson, god of thunder. I am Thor Odinson, god of thunder. Maximum pulse! Behold the god of thunder! The lightning of Asgard returns. Judge, jury, executioner!
Oh, sweet moves, right?
What battle can continue without Thor?
Wow.
The lightning of
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Power time. Us against the world.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, why are we not?
What battle can continue without Thor?
Better stop that vehicle. It's now or never. Stop them.
Judge, jury, executioner!
They definitely got the dub. I'm not mad at it though. They're a better team. So. It's whatever. Alright, 2 for 2. Not surprised. Oh, and we're back to where we started yet again. Oh, man. Yeah, so 50-50 today. Kind of right back to where we started. I hate looking at that. It's the most horrid thing ever because it reminds me how we can have great matches and then just lose. Honestly, I think we're gonna... That's it. Golly. Anyway, I am convinced we are going to stop ranked matches after what's it called? We are going to stop doing ranked matches after 1 loss because I don't like 2 losses. Kickoff. Okay, we're getting rank changes on the 21st. We'll get there with Thor. Actually, how far are we to... We're almost a lord with Invisible Woman. Literally. Just... doable. Mad doable. We honestly might have to just solo carry this woman for the rest of the matches. Anyway, right back to where we started. Learned a couple things, applied a couple things, didn't do so well. I think towards the last 2 matches what was difficult was staying consistent because the character I'd want to pick would either be picking immediately or I just would lose confidence in my team's play. The last match I was definitely feeding. I could have played better team play, but it was like I wasn't really encouraged to personally because I just didn't feel like they were really doing anything. But then again, I was feeding, so how would I know, right? So whenever I get a win, I'm able to ride that off to like another win. But if I get a loss, it immensely affects me drastically, even if I can just, seeming like it doesn't affect me. It does affect me. The trick is how to make a loss not affect you. You probably have to lose a lot more, so you have to not care as much about the outcome, and then by the extreme amount of output, that output then makes it possible to where you don't feel the weight of the lack of what you have because you've done so much that you're just not. Nah. Regardless, appreciate y'all for joining me today. If you love it, like it, comment, subscribe, do the whole 9. I'm your Brody. Appreciate you for staying here with me. It's your boy Daniel Bear, aka Natty. Peace.